Britishness, Part 2.
John Gray is a philosopher who's been through a complex evolution over the years, rather like a great British institution, and he thinks that the whole point about Britishness is that it isn't explicit.
The advantage of old-fashioned Britishness and of the British makeshift has been that it's not creedal. One can be British without ever specifying one's beliefs or deciding them. It's really just a matter of being loyal to the state and rubbing along together.
But if Gordon Brown were here, he would say that actually we've reached a moment of crisis and a time when, due to changes going on the global stage and forces of modernity, we do need to define Britishness. Do you dispute that?
I do dispute that. What we inherit has the, I think, great advantage that it doesn't require statements of faith from British citizens. It doesn't require them to surrender their pasts or their beliefs. All it requires, and this is a very important requirement, is the commitment to coexist in peace with other British people on a basis of tolerance. And I think moving away from that to some rather chintzy statement of principles about equality or fairness risks either having something vague and indeterminate, which could then be interpreted by judges along the lines of the orthodoxies of the day, or if it was more precise, it would be divisive.
Now, Gray is right when he says that a statement of British values could end up being cheesier than a shop full of greetings cards. But I think the British makeshift to which he refers is now so makeshift that it barely exists. Our idea of national identity is not so much implicit as barely there at all. If you don't believe me, here are some more thoughts from the High Street on what makes us British.
I define Britishness as having the ability to explore, cross new boundaries.
Shopping.
Union Jack flag.
Eccentric.
An empire we haven't got no more.
Brutality, colonialism.
We've got standards, haven't we, and different to a lot of people in different countries.
I'd probably say the monarchy, even though I don't agree with the concept.
The hunt.
Free healthcare.
Fat women with their midriff showing.
General slovenliness.
No respect for the elder.
No respect for anybody.
Posh.
Scones.
Scones? 2 world wars and 1 World Cup and scones? Doesn't exactly quicken the pulse, does it? Maybe we Brits have spent so long hiding our light under a bushel, we've forgotten we had one. And maybe it's time we broke the habit of a millennium and started behaving a bit more like the people who gave the world the very word, chauvinism. Mais oui, c'est vrai, les Français.